Life can change in an instant. Sometimes one click is all it takes. In those moments, we're reminded of the fragility of existence. But sometimes, in that moment of crisis, something extraordinary happens. You're saved by a force beyond your comprehension, and in that moment, you're struck with a sense of gratitude, a newfound appreciation for the simple things in life. Life can be unpredictable. After narrowly escaping death, we make the most of the current moment. We decide to start our adventure with a fashion show, trying on outfits we'd collected from our previous escapade. It may seem like a frivolous activity, but it was a reminder to savor life's simple pleasures and to never take anything for granted. As the rain began to fall the next day, we saw an opportunity to give our new crops a head start in life. Stormy weather like this was our preferred time to plant, as the rain would do much of the work for us. We took advantage of the downpour and got to work, grateful for the gift of rain. With no plans to leave the homestead for a couple of days, we decided to make the most of our time and squeeze in an extended workout after our morning planting. Despite the stormy weather in the afternoon, we ventured out to survey the nearby park, searching for the ideal location to set up a hunting plateau. Foraging in such harsh conditions was difficult, but the prospect of securing a steady source of fresh meat was too important to ignore. Our plan was to convert our homegrown vegetables into nourishing meals, made with rabbits and birds we would hunt ourselves. With the goal of achieving self-sufficiency in mind, we scoured the park for the perfect spot, keeping an eye out for signs of wildlife, assessing the terrain. We bulldozed our way through the local trees with a vigor. We needed a lot of planks for our construction project. Traps were set and ready to go. Fortunately, a fresh crop of cabbage awaited us. Its leafy greens were crisp and tantalizing, just what we needed to attract the game we sought. With abundance of fresh produce from our garden and the potential for meat from our hunting plateau, we decided to permanently start up the generator. We moved it to our balcony, hoping to keep the noise away from us at the top of the tower. As we embarked on our latest project, the hunting plateau, we couldn't help but get carried away with our construction fervor. The practicality of a bridge spanning the nearby road became all too clear to us, and what better way to connect it to our homestead than with a direct link. So we set to work, chopping down trees and churning out planks like a well-oiled machine, driven by our carpentry dreams. Only one night has passed, and already our traps have caught a few critters. We'll leave them in there for now as to not overburden us during our day of work. After several days of running the generator, we inspected and find it in excellent condition, with plenty of fuel left. Encouraged by this success, we venture out into the nearby neighborhoods to scavenge for wall lights. That way we can use them to illuminate our homestead and improve nighttime visibility on every floor. As we venture out to search for wall lights in the neighborhood, we stumble upon some disturbing noises coming from within one of our warehouses. It appears that a group of mutated scouts has found their way back into the building we previously cleared. As the rain falls, we take a well-deserved break from building the Great Bridge and turn our attention to the crops. The cabbages require our care, so we use the soothing rains to replant them, and with the tomatoes perfectly ripe, we harvest them with care and plant anew. During the construction process, we've lost a considerable amount of weight. However, we can't let that hold us back. For now, we'll make the last of our pancakes and add the issue of our weight to the list of things to address later. During one of the stormy days of chopping trees for the Great Bridge, the fog rolled in heavier and heavier, seemingly without end. Then, without any warning, it was just gone. The sudden vanishment was almost creepier than the fog itself, and startled us near to death. With our fresh ingredients and some canned potatoes, we create a delectable rabbit vegetable stew that truly hits the spot. It's a satisfying meal that celebrates our hard work and triumphs. It wasn't quite enough calories to sustain our current weight, so we'll wash it down with an orange soda, a bag of evaporated milk, and a can of chili. As we poured our sweat and effort into the construction of the Great Bridge, hours turned into days, and our hair grew wild and unkempt. It was time for a trim. We quickly shaved our heads to maintain our signature style. With the two-lane path completed, we considered extending the project by building fences for aesthetics. However, the amount of additional planks needed, about 700 or 800 more, made us reconsider. Instead, we shifted our focus to finishing our trap rows, and used some of the remaining planks to construct some more water collecting barrels for our farm. To keep our weight above 80 kilograms, we planned a hearty meal of roasted rabbit with tomato, potato, and a cabbage, with leftovers to use in a flavorful stir-fry. With all the survival work we had to do, maintaining a positive calorie count was a constant effort. After a satisfying dinner, we were excited to watch a new cooking VHS tape we found at the pawn shop. However, we soon realized that the TV and microwave on the top floor were not receiving power. Rather than troubleshooting the issue, we decided to relocate the TV downstairs and plug it in there. We'll deal with the microwave later. As our homestead grew stronger and more self-reliant with each passing day, we decided we needed to take the next steps to secure our future. After a week or so of hard labor constructing the Great Bridge, we devised a plan to raid the nearby police station for the much-needed supplies, with our sights set on acquiring 12-gauge ammo primarily. We geared up with our best equipment and weapons. With the rifle sling we found at the pawn shop, we'd be able to quickly access our shotgun in an emergency situation. It allowed for multiple ways to hold an extra weapon. We decided we liked the look of the backpack sling the most. With all this thick gear, we were slightly concerned about our body's core temperatures. At least we could still smoke with the mask on. As we look out at the horizon from the safety of our homestead, we can't help but feel a sense of anticipation for what's to come. We spend countless hours preparing for whatever challenges may arise. Our weapons are sharp, our supplies are plentiful, and our skills are honed. The raid on the police station is just the beginning of what lies ahead, and we're more than prepared to face it head on. But that will have to wait until next time. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, make sure to hit the subscribe button. A like, favorite, or share is also greatly appreciated. If you have a suggestion for a future challenge, please let me know about it down below or by joining the Discord. Thanks and have a wonderful one.